appealing your disability claim, how an attorney works through the system for you. In this detailed video, I'm going to talk about the appeal process and what attorneys typically do to help you when you're appealing your disability claim. My name is Michael Sullivan. I'm an attorney licensed in Kentucky. It's very fulfilling to see people that suddenly they can get a place to stay, suddenly they can buy food. That's where the magic is. The question always comes, how can you help me? How do we get started? What do we need to do to make a difference today? This appellate process, consider this. There's an initial claim, could be a reconsideration, could be a request for hearing, could be a request for what we call appeals counsel review. Sometimes we actually go into federal court. So let's be clear. You filed your claim, you waited, you received a denial. Now you need to appeal. You typically have 60 days. The denial notices, they're usually offensive. The SSA seems to lack any understanding of what's actually wrong with you. Their letter did not even have much detail about your specific health problems. Now you're mad, you're confused, offended. Please, don't give in to emotion and tear up their letter. There's a 67% rejection rate at this level. Do the smart thing. Go visit an attorney to appeal. Let's take a better look at the process. The first appeal has a name. It's called reconsideration. It's all paperwork. You complete forms, you file them, usually electronically, and then you wait, usually 90 to 120 days. You might win, but typically another denial is issued. It reads like another form letter. Yes, I know it's frustrating. The national rejection rate at this level, 88%. Now, you again have 60 days to file another appeal. This time, the next appeal is called request for hearing. Forms are similar. In fact, when you're completing the forms, you're probably going to ask, didn't we just do this same thing a few months ago? Well, we do the same forms, we file the appeal, and we ask for a hearing in front of a judge. Now guess what? You wait, and wait, and wait. How long? The wait to see a judge is going to vary by jurisdiction. It's kind of something of a moving target because it changes over time. Judges come and go, staffing levels change at hearing offices. Geographic jurisdiction can actually get carved up over time. I've seen waiting times range from 6 to 24 months. In Louisville, for 2015, average processing time, 511 days. So, eventually you're going to get to see that judge. You're not required to have an attorney, but it's probably not a great idea to go in there alone. The hearing will take place, and the judge will eventually issue a decision. Approval rates from a judge, they vary from judge to judge. They dismiss 18% of the cases and outright deny 37%. So let's think about this. The judge issues a denial. You have no surprise, 60 more days to appeal. This is the final administrative appeal. It's a paper appeal to some place called the appeals counsel. Now the appeals counsel can take several months to a year or more to issue a decision. If they rule against you, you can appeal into federal court. I think statistically the appeals counsel remanded about 45% of the cases for the year 2015. So let's look at the final level. If the appeals counsel rules against you, in most cases you're going to have the right to file a federal lawsuit. Now this is no longer an administrative appeal. It's actually a real lawsuit, formal litigation. And that's the subject of an entirely different video. Nationally for 2015, federal courts, they allowed 2% of the cases and remanded 45%. It's not great odds, but if it's your last shot, you probably want to take it. So what to take home from this? Denial rates are going to vary by what level of the process you're in. These cases can actually be hard to win. And for most people like yourself, it's going to feel unfair. Feeling angry and frustrated as you go through this process, it's very normal. I can tell you, most of my own cases, they're going to go to a hearing. Yes, and some go into federal court. The key, don't despair and don't give up. Always remain aware of the time you have to appeal and go see an attorney about your case. So whether you're filing a claim, appealing a claim, having that licensed attorney by your side to help you navigate this confusing system can take the pressure off you, and it can dramatically affect the outcome. Call me when you need help. If you have any questions about your particular case, anything that might revolve around what kind of proof you need, remember, when in doubt, call your lawyer. I'm attorney Michael Sullivan. Let me know if I can answer your questions.